Our new topic is identifiers. What are identifiers? Identifiers are variables. You can say that it is a placeholder. It is very much clear from its name, identifiers, which means to identify something. These are actually the variables, the name of the variables. So we can say that they are placeholders where it holds something inside. Identifiers are placeholders. These are actually the name of the variables like a equals to, x equals to, y equals to, or any name equals to. These are all identifiers or placeholders. Well, let me show you a simple definition here for the identifiers. An identifier is the name of a variable, which is one of the most basic concepts of each programming language. We use variables as a placeholder to store data in computer's memory temporarily. According to this definition, identifier is actually the name of the variable. It is nothing but the name of the variable, which is one of the most basic concepts of each programming language. Variable is very much important in each programming language. We actually use variables as a placeholder. Variable behaves as a placeholder to store data in computer's memory temporarily. So these are the placeholders. Variables are the placeholders, are the places where we store the data in computer's memory temporarily. Later we can change it, we can modify it, we can replace it. Temporarily, we store the data in computer's memory in a placeholders which are actually variables. I repeat it, identifier is the name of a variable. It is a specific name like x equals to something, y equals to something, a equals to something. Our name equals to, my name is Moein. Variables are actually placeholders. They store the data in computer's memory temporarily. Let me show you graphically. Let's suppose it is a box. This is my 1, which is my information, and this A is my identifier. Look, I have a box. Inside the box I have 1. What is 1? 1 is a kind of information that I have inside the box. This information is identified by this identifier A. It is a name. Whenever we want to access this information, which is 1, we are going to play with the identifier. We are going to ask of the identifier. It is a label. It is a special label or a special name of this information that we have. So we store this information. In other words, we can say that it is a kind of computer memory where we store this information. This 1, we have stored this information in the computer memory with the name A, which we call it identifier. Like A equals to 1. So this A is the identifier, which is actually a variable. It is a placeholder. This is a placeholder. This box is a placeholder where it keeps information 1, which has been named with the A. So that's what we mean by the identifier.